Who gives this woman to marry this man?
We do. Thank you.
Family and friends, we've been invited here today to share with Paul Beck and Kim Crouch a very important moment in their lives. In the years they've been together, their love and understanding of each other has grown and matured, and now they have decided to live their lives together as husband and wife. You may be seated. Well, I'm not sure how many of you know the love story that brings us here today, but when Paul and Kim asked me to officiate for them, I wanted to know a little bit about what brought them to this decision and to this day. So I asked them, how did you meet? Kim said, we were first formally introduced almost 4 years ago. My friend Kate and I were hosting a dinner party at our house in St. Louis Park. Kate had invited some of her guy friends over, and Paul happened to be one of the group. The dinner was a cooking challenge. Who could make the best lasagna? Much to our surprise, the boys brought over a very worthy dish. That was one of the qualities that instantly caught my attention. It also didn't hurt that Paul was sporting a shaved head, which was one of the physical qualities I was into at the time. We had an awesome time and both hope to see each other again. He talked almost as much as I did, which is tough to do, she said. Paul said, I noticed Kim while we were out with friends several times before we were formally introduced. Although our friends' circles overlapped, I never had a chance to talk to her before the night we were invited over for dinner. The only stipulation was that I had to bring lasagna. Since I had the Italian background and liked to cook, it was in my hands. And I delivered, he says. The food was great. We had some good conversation. I don't even remember who won the cook-off, but I was sure that I felt a spark between us. And I was definitely looking forward to seeing her again. About a week later, it was a mutual friend's birthday. The party was at the ever-romantic Bootleggers, downtown Minneapolis. We were both excited knowing that we would be there and we'd have the chance to run into each other again. We had our first date the following week, and now, here we are 4 years later on our wedding day. I asked them what, besides the bald head, attracted you to each other. Kim said, I was immediately attracted to Paul because he made such delicious lasagna for us. I'm not much of a cook, but I love eating, so his cooking and domestic skills were a real plus. I could already imagine him cooking for me and us making dinner together. Of course, his shaved head, devilish good looks, and athletic physique were attractive. Paul said, initially I was drawn in by her amazing eyes, her big smile, and she was, and still is, an absolute knockout. Tough to get her out of my mind once I laid eyes on her. When I had the opportunity to meet her, I was won over by endless conversation we'd have and her light-hearted sarcasm. She also had strong ties with family and friends, and it was hard to miss their reciprocal affection towards her. A total package. One of the main things that stood out was how much Kim talked about her dog, Diva. I think you'll all see pictures of Diva later. I have never had a dog and was not much of a dog person, but thought it was really sweet how she talked about her dog and how they were best buddies. I asked them to tell me some of the qualities in your relationship that make it work, some of those qualities that you feel will make it last. They told me we're best friends. We laugh, love, play, work, fight, compromise, encourage, support, listen, learn, create, destruct, recreate, and on together. We're in a trusting and supportive relationship with each other and our family and friends as well. What will make it last is sticking to the mindset of doing things for reasons other than our own interests and doing those things together, collectively, as one. We're different in some ways and very similar in others. We complement each other. We can both be very stubborn and like to be right, but we both appreciate that because we challenge each other and we like to say what we think. Another thing that makes our relationship work is good balance. We love spending time together, but also have lots of friends, as you all can see, and family that we like to spend time with, and our own activities that we like to do independently as well. He makes me feel special, and as if I'm the most important thing in the world. Paul said, I love everything about Kim and can't imagine my life without her in it. She has become my best friend and favorite person to spend time with. I love that even though we talk a lot, we still take time to listen to each other's stories. I also love that she is stubborn like me and will sometimes debate, just to debate. I love her humor, style, and compassion towards others. I love that we can spend time together doing everything or nothing at all and still enjoy every moment of it because we are with each other. So now you know some of the love story that brings us to this moment as they begin the next chapter of their life together, of their love story together as husband and wife. May I have the rings? Good, there's two. The perfect circle of the rings symbolizes eternity. As you give your rings to each other, our wish is that your love will be as eternal and everlasting as these precious rings. In the years to come, they will remind you of the overwhelming joy of this special occasion. So if you'll take the other's ring, and we'll begin. Paul, put the ring on Kim's finger and repeat after me. Kim, you were my yesterday.
Kim, you were my yesterday.
You are my today.
You are my today.
You will be my tomorrow.
You will be my tomorrow.
All I am, I give to you.
All I am, I give to you.
And Kim, if you'll place the ring on Paul's finger, repeat after me. Paul, you were my yesterday.
Paul, you were my yesterday.
You are my today.
You are my today.
You will be my tomorrow.
You will be my tomorrow.
All I am, I give to you.
All I am, I give to you.
May you always be as happy together as you are here today.
I almost stepped on the back of this.
A final blessing on the newlywed couple. May the sun of many days and years shine upon you. May the love you have for one another grow and hold you close. May the light within you guide you on your way together. May your dreams come true, and when they don't, may new dreams arise. And long, long years from now, may you be able to look at one another and say, because of you I have lived the life I wanted to live. Because of you I have become the person I long to be. Kim and Paul, you have expressed your love to one another through the commitment and promises you have just made. It is with these in mind and by the power vested in me by the state of Minnesota that I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your beautiful bride. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Beck.